It took me a couple of weeks to build that physique. And when I sent a picture of that physique to the girl that I really liked, she told me that she would want to lick my body. So if you don't have any money but you still want to look sexy, here are the things that you can do to build aesthetic physique without going to the gym. That exercises you can pretty much do anywhere in the world. You don't need any equipment. And actually they will help you to build your chest and your shoulders. And we are of course talking about push-ups. But we are not talking about spamming one type of push-up, right? Because one type of push-up, it will like mostly work your chest, maybe like your tricep a little bit. We want to actually use different types of push-ups to different parts of our body, right? So if you want more of chest, we can do normal push-up. When we want more of our tricep, we want to do diamond push-up. So instead of like having our hands like that, we have like our hands like that, right? And we are like basically gradually trying to work those triceps off. If you want to work more on your shoulders, on the other hand, you would want to try the pike push-ups, which is basically they are way harder than normal push-ups, but they will like primarily focus on your shoulders. And if you want to increase the challenge, then you should do a decline push-up. Which is like, to do a decline push-up, you basically need just a sofa or a table or a chair, something like that. It's like you can do it anywhere in the world. And next we have a pack for bigger arms. If you want to grow your arm, basically, the easiest thing that you can do right now, right here in your house, is, first of all, it will be dips. Basically, you take 2 chairs and you are doing dips. Try to work on your tricep with that. You want to lunge like really like deep to stretch and work also your chest. But the main primary focus is our tricep. If we want to work our tricep even more, we want to actually do something called tricep extensions, which is basically when we'll lay down and we will do that move, right? That move with our arms. But to do that move, to like properly train that, we have to have some kind of a resistance. We can use band for that. We can use basically any weight that we can find in our home, right? That weight may be a backpack filled with books. That weight may be when you go to the shop and there's like 5 liters, that big bottles of water for like 5 liters. Basically it's like somewhere around 5 kilograms, which is like decent weight, right? Take a backpack, put that water into that backpack. If you want something even like harder, you might wanna fill it up with sand or I don't know, maybe rocks and sand, things like that. That will make that whole weight even like heavier, which is amazing for progressively overloading. And for the first couple of weeks of training, that should be sufficient. That should be really everything that you really need. And then just progressively overload, either by adding more weight, ideally by adding more weight. But if you can't add more weight, then add more reps and more sets. Okay, we worked on your tricep, now it's time to work on your bicep, and we actually have 2 exercises for that. The first thing is to just curl your bicep, basically just perform a bicep curl, but instead of holding a dumbbell, hold a water bottle, or maybe a backpack filled with books, or again with that 5 liter of bottle of water filled with water, or maybe not water but maybe sand, right? It's amazing, like 5 kilos for your arm when you are just starting out. It's amazing. It will probably be enough for you. And then sand, rocks, things like that, and boom, you have even more kilos, right? And the second exercise for your bicep is actually called the bicep isometrics. So we basically take a towel and we are trying to really like work to and we are trying to squeeze the bicep. We are trying to like destroy the towel. And because the towel won't really like move, we don't necessarily have to work with a lot of weight because like the towel is immovable, which means that we are generating that force every single time we are generating it. We are generating it as the maximum capacity of our body, which is like we are kind of progressively overloaded every single time we are doing it. We have our chest, we have our shoulders, we have our arms. Now let's go to back. And back exercises are really like, they sound so simple, but if you like start to train them, you will see that they are not really boring, that there is a lot of things you can actually improve by just working on your back. And the easiest exercises for your back, just find some kind of a pipe in your backyard or somewhere in, let's say, a lot of cities have these outdoor gyms, right? When they have like that pull-up bars, you might wanna basically just use them. So you can do, so there you can do pull-ups, you can do chin-ups, and if you want something harder, you might wanna try one arm pull-up, which is like, bro, if you can do a series of one arm pull-ups, you are a beast, bro. And to be honest, like after a couple of years of like training in the gym, I'm still not able to do the full set of like one arm pull-ups, bro. You might wanna also like try acid pull-ups to like maybe work on your abs, do something harder than just normal pull-ups. The final part is actually our legs, and this might sound boring, but actually like this is something that that will separate you from all of those like calisthenic guys who don't train their legs. And legs, bro, they are important, so make sure that you train them. How to do it properly? Actually, I have like 3 exercises. First exercise is just squats, spam squats, and if spamming squats it's way easy for you, just add harder variation of squats. It may be piston squat, it may be those like kind of like dragon squats, things like that. And if that's still too easy for you, add weight, a backpack with books, right? Then after you will progressively, the second exercise for your legs that you can do, that it's way like, it's amazing and hard, it's actually a Nordic curl with your sofa. So probably you will see how does it work, how to properly like train that. It's so hard that probably I'm not even able to do it properly because my hamstrings are not so developed. So bro, really, like these are the exercises. You don't need gym to train really hard. You just need a little bit of creativity. And the third exercise is box jumps. That will help you to increase your explosiveness, which is amazing for like running, for combat sports. So if you want to train maybe Muay Thai or some, maybe not boxing, because boxing is not actually like kicking sport, but kickboxing, taekwondo, things like that, you might wanna work on your explosiveness, because that's again amazing skill and strength to have. And pretty much these are the exercises and the variations that I used to build my first physique. And of course it wasn't perfect. Of course, if you want to build huge muscles, if you want to see rapid results, you should go to the gym. But if you can't afford the gym, or you don't have equipment, or you can't go to the gym because maybe you are too young, start with those exercises. Because actually, the most important thing about training is not your body. It's your soul. It's your discipline. So if you right now start training, you will build the habit of working out. You will build your identity, and that is something that is even more meaningful than the physique. That is something amazing. So make sure that you will start training today after watching that video. Go out, that is the actionable step right now, right here. Go out of your house, right now, right here, and do at least 1 or 2 exercises from that video. Subscribe to this channel. to become the part of our creed. And make sure that you will see the first link in the description. Do your best and leave the rest to God.